Sergeant Batson, who's back with us, elaborate on the importance of this said dash cam. Officer Batson?
And you know, it's important, Jason, that drivers understand that becomes a form of evidence, especially when it comes to civil claims or even criminal matters. It's something that the police can use if we have to go the realm of prosecution. I mean, there's certain procedures we'd have to follow to retrieve that footage, first attended as evidence. But it's something that could be used. And what's amazing is how affordable they have become. It's something we encourage all drivers, especially, you've invested in your new car, you've invested in your assets, to protect it. The dash cam is one of, and you'd be surprised where persons have assisted detecting criminal activities through dash cams. Sometimes they pull up just after a shooting or the car drove out of an area just finishing the shooting, and they were there in time, and they were able to supply the police with footage. And what that allows us to do is things like timestamps and then pull CCTV footage according to those timelines. So it's definitely a great thing that we ask drivers and encourage drivers to invest in, especially those who are vehicle owners.
Yeah, well said. Very important point. As we look to wrap things up this morning, what's the most important takeaway? What you want to leave our listeners and viewers with this morning as it pertains to just our conduct on the black carpet as we go through and maneuver the rest of this, last couple of days here in July, but more so August, where people will be on the move. It's vacation time, people out and about. Give us that nugget of inspiration and information as we wrap things up this morning.
Sure. Well, we would like to remind all road users, and I always remind them what road users are. Road users comprise of, not just drivers, but passengers. It involves pedestrians, cyclists, motorcyclists. When drivers are out there, however, I want you all to remind yourselves, when you see pedestrians, ask yourself this one question: can I control what they're going to do? The answer is no. I'm not going to know if they're suddenly going to step out, if they're going to run across. So if you take a defensive driving approach and decide to slow down before anything happens untoward, you give yourself more time and you bring the parameters of vehicle control back on your side just by reducing your speed. So that when you see another driver pull up to a junction, even if you're on a major road, just come off that gas and cover that brake pedal just in case. Yeah. And I always remind drivers, flashing your lights or sounding your horn does not stop another vehicle. Okay, what stops a vehicle is your brakes, and that's why it's so important to reduce your speed in scenarios where you're not too sure what's going to happen next. Yeah. And always remember, seatbelts save lives.
Yeah. Officer Batson, I want to thank you, Sergeant Batson. All the best. Keep us posted. Really heartbreaking to know that when compared to the same time last year, we have actually gone past in terms of the numbers. You said Officer Ramdial's death over the weekend takes us now to 61, you mentioned. Yeah. Let's try to, at least as we push towards the end of 2024, hopefully we could keep the numbers down. Keep us posted, and you're always welcome to be here with us on the program.
Sure, you be safe, sir.
Yeah, for sure. Great advice there from Sergeant Batson, the Road Safety Coordinator under the umbrella of the TTPS. We're going to come back with Colleen Hussein for a weather update. When Colleen steps in outside of the normal 7 o'clock time period to touch base with us, it means something is around the corner. Let's get the full details from Colleen.